Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to hit on restart on a solo playthrough. So I'm going to play solo the Pandemia dystopia. Okay, so it's the one that utilizes the research die, the two tracks, the researching the virus and researching the cure. So I assume that you know how to play the game. If not, I advise that you either see the how to play video or check the rulebook for the multiplayer. Now, on top of that, there are some slight modifications, especially on how the solo Automa player performs the respective actions. But for the majority of everything else, it's similar like a two-player game. The only difference is that the Chaos Automa player is doing some of the actions slightly different. In this setup, I have selected the board from the 2 or 3 players side, which is a grid 3x3. The only difference is that we're using these priority direction tokens. They have the 4 categories that the cards belong to, based on the food, technology, energy, and social. And this is just to break ties based on the movement or the priority of the Chaos Automa player. And that's the only difference. The setup is done the same like in a two-player game. So time traveling solo is tough enough. The rules change when you are alone slightly, but for the most part are like a two-player game. Before starting playing solo again, you have to familiarize yourself with a two-player game, multiplayer game. And also keep in mind that you can adjust the difficulty. Okay, I'm going to play it on an easy level, but you can adjust the difficulty by adding more fragments, more adrenaline gems, okay, which will explain how this happens on from moving from one era to the other. The game is played over 3 eras, okay, 3 ages, as they're called, and you can adjust how many gems the Automa player is going to be winning by picking up cards, because they're going to have more cards on the back of them. Right, so we're ready to start the game, okay, and in the solo game you are always the first player. The human player is always the first to go. There are some changes, that some rules that you need to know on how to play. I'm going to explain them along the way, okay, and these are blocking tokens as well, that they're placed on top of a column if it has already been used for performing a mission from the Automa. So as long as it has the same color, let's say all green or yellow or blue cards, the Automa cannot perform again there the perform emission, achieve a mission goal or action, until the color of the column is not consistent of the same color. It breaks the color. You see how this works in a sec. Everything else is the same. It's set up as for 2 players. I'm playing here with the green player. I'm having the green player who has the ability, special ability on their focus, is that when you place your action marker on memory, you immediately gain a time token, okay? And the Automa player is playing with the yellow player, the X and the fork. Also keep in mind that we also start with 2 mission cards. It's advised that since the Automa, the Chaos player, is completing missions slightly different than the human players, you don't have to place them from the front side, because it doesn't matter what they show. You just place them from this side, so that it's clear that it doesn't matter for him, for the Automa player, for the Chaos player, the pattern. Okay, so we're ready to start the game. One more thing is we start with the same resources like with the multiplayer game. That means we start with 6 adrenaline, 7 time tokens, 1 void token. Same goes for the Automa. Okay, and 7 event cards from the main event deck. Now, at the start of your turn, since I'm the human player starting the game, you must perform the 2 steps. Optionally, you can return any number of cards, event cards, that you don't like from your hand back to the discard pile and draw new cards to replenish your hand of 7 cards initial starting hand. And this is like a mulligan. And then the second step is to place your child in a space on the bottom row of the space time grid. The first era is here, the past, then the present, and then the future. Okay, so normally I would place first, but the Automa player places their younger self miniature in the middle column. So I'm going to select either this one, that one. Yeah, let's say I'm going to start here. Okay, and then for the first turn, I'm going to place my action marker onto one of my 4 minefields, either focus or perception or intelligence or memory, and execute the respective actions that are there and any bonuses that I have fragments to reach out to the respective bonus actions, let's say, or rewards from each section. Okay, so for the first game, you place your marker on one of the 4 minefields. Okay, and on subsequent turns you just have to move it to a second one, and the same goes for the Chaos Automa player. Actually, they're going to be placing it in the middle column when their turn starts. At the moment they're not still yet, so I'm starting myself by selecting one of the columns to place it. Be mindful that like with the multiplayer, okay, your future self cannot be in the same space with your younger self. You create a paradox. Okay, you can be with younger selves of other people, and also 2 adults cannot be in the same space as well. Okay, this is part of the multiplayer core rule set. Right, so there are also 2 player aids for the solo. Okay, one is has the priority for the timeline for placing fragments. For example, you start from left to right as much as possible, and here is also the priority of the actions. You do the first. If you can't do the first, you go to the second, then to the third, and then to the fourth. Okay, so this is like a priority selection. And there is also the main player aid for the pandemia dystopia with the lab. Right. Okay, so I'm keeping this close, and we have already set the game to start for the 2 players as a solo playthrough. So we're ready to start. I have to first check my my cards. I have 2 mission cards: the entropy reduction and the elimination of social inequities. And again, this is something that the game advises players to be mindful when they teach a game to new players. As soon as a card is on the floor, on the desk, on the board, it doesn't matter the icons, the event, nothing. You just focus on the color or the type. By the way, we have 4 different type of cards. Okay, energy, social, food, and I think this is intelligence. I don't remember the name. Technology. This technology. Yeah. So essentially, you know, this is a blue card, a technology card. This is an energy card. This is a food card, and so on. It doesn't matter anything else. It's irrelevant. Okay. We have 3 cards here. The draw deck of the event card, and we are ready to start. So one thing that I don't have to worry about is the Automa having a look on my cards, right? So okay, right. So for my first action, I'm going to place my younger self, let's say, here. I'm also going to quickly check my cards to see if I'm only allowed to do that on the first turn. If I want to discard any number of cards and draw new cards, I have yellow cards. Okay, I don't have, and I have a blue card, blue cards. okay, let's say, but I don't have any purple social cards if I'm trying to make any of those patterns, which they both have, both missions have purple type of cards, which I don't like calling them purple, so let me quickly check. These are the society. Yeah, these are the society. This is the food category. This is technology, like I said, and this is energy, like I said. Okay, so society. So I need to get some purple society cards. So I think I'm going to discard I like them. I don't want to discard any of those, to be honest, but I may need to do it. So I'm going to discard this blue card, okay, and gain either one from the display. I'm going to take the society, the purple one, or one from the top. So now I also have one purple, and this is just part of the first turn of the game. Okay, right, so I have to place my action marker in one of those 4 spaces, like in multiplayer game, and perform one of the actions. Just as a quick summary and a reminder, in case it's been a while since you see how the game plays, or you just read the rules and you need a quick reminder, there are different strategies on why to take one or the other of these slots, and they primarily link with what these slots do. So let me tell you. The focus, which is if you place here, you have the focus section. You play an event card to improve a minefield on your mine board, okay, and you learn cards, etc. Here's the perception, where you complete missions. Here's the intelligence, where you primarily acquire new mission cards by completing your chosen dystopia objectives. And here is the memory, where you collect resources. Okay, and if you have previously performed, let's say, the memory, you cannot perform it again after everybody goes around, in this case between me and the Automa Chaos player. I cannot perform again the memory. I have to select any other of the three remaining, not the same one out of the 4. Right, so I need to remember that when I perform the memory, I'm gaining an extra time token immediately. So I think I'm going to start by doing the focus. Okay, and by doing the focus, I activate this icon. So when you place your action marker on the focus, you may perform the study event action. This is the study event action. Play an event card from your hand face up on one minefield, matching the category, okay, so perception, intelligence and memory, in order to improve, score them, gain the benefit, etc. But you forgo the event, because this you only get the event, like with the multiplayer, if you play it as an event. Actually, I'm not going to lose the opportunity, because there is already, if you see, the entropy reduction card has already mission has already a purple, a yellow, and it's missing a yellow at the bottom for me to complete it here. Okay, so I think I'm not going to go and play focus. I'm going to go and play perception, because this will allow me to move, play an event, and complete mission. Okay, so I am going to move when you move, you have to adhere to the movement rules, meaning you cannot have, you place it, if it's outside your adult self, you place it on any, below any given card you want, either in the past, in the present, or in the future, okay? The exceptions are, you cannot place it here next to your younger self because you create a paradox. You see your younger self or your older self and then you create a paradox. It's obvious. Very, very thematic if you ask me. And you cannot place it in a spot where there is another adult, because two time travelers meet each other and again you create a paradox, okay? But you can go and place it in a spot where there is the younger self, the younger version of another player, or the chaos player in this case. So I'm going to place it here. Okay, so I'm performing the move. I have no cards here to activate, no fragments here to activate, nothing here. That means I'm just performing the main actions. So I perform movement, okay? So I move my adult self anywhere in the space-time following the rules I just mentioned, or I would place my younger self in the row that we're playing now, because now he starts in the first row, in the second age he goes in the middle row, in the third age he goes there, okay? In any of the applicable cases. So if I wanted to move from here, okay, which, okay, it's the start of the game, so I don't care, I don't want to move. But that's the movement, okay? And then the next thing that I do is this icon here, and this I complete them in any order I want, okay? So the second thing that I'm going to do, obviously play an event, and I'm going to play a yellow event. So I'm going to go for this one. No, I think I'm going to go for this one, yeah. Okay, so I'm playing this event on the spot where my adult is, okay? And when you play an event, first of all you change the pattern, because now it's yellow instead of green. And then you may choose to gain the benefit indicated on the event card you just played. In this case, I can spend 2 time tokens, which I do have, in order to gain 1 more void. Void tokens are very powerful, because when you want to complete missions by gaining the complete mission action, like from this icon, which I'm going to do next, you can convert the color to something else for just temporarily by spending 1 of those void tokens, okay? Very, very powerful. Right, but in this case I don't have to do, because I move here and I can complete so I'm performing the next step. I can complete the mission action if the space-time grid contains the pattern shown on one of the mission cards in your card holder. You may complete that mission. In this case it does. Okay, let me show you. Yellow, yellow, purple. Okay. From this action now I'm gaining the opportunity to complete a mission, which I'm doing. I may use 1 or more void tokens if I need to, and it is in the orientation that it says, and I need to spend time tokens. Okay, so how you complete a mission? You spend time tokens. This is an easy mission, so it needs 2 time tokens, so I spend 2 time tokens from my reserve. If I didn't have time tokens, I wouldn't be able to complete it, even if I had the pattern ready and the mission card. Okay, I place it face up next to my mind board, because this is completed, so I just place it face up here. It will give me 4 prosperity points, 4 victory points at the end of the game, and it also gives me 1 fragment, which I'm placing immediately somewhere. Okay, keep in mind that the fragments that you place, they cannot be moved. Okay, so you need to place them immediately. Okay, and let me see. I will gain it. I will place it. Let me see what I'm planning to do next, to be honest. Have this gives me nothing. Oh, this gives me one more movement. Yeah, that's not bad. Gives me 2 movements. Okay, that's not bad. I can also be moving my child version. And also that's good as well, because you can bury cards, but you need to keep adding fragments. Okay, so I think I'm going to play it here to gain additional movements. Okay, so this locks here. Okay, you cannot remove it. Right, but I can boost it if I want to gain access to higher icons. And that's it. Okay, I gained the fragment, I played the card, I placed the fragment, and I'm done. Okay, so depending on what cards I'm going to insert in the perception, I'm going to be able to gain the first slot bonus, if any. We'll see more of that later. And then I'm done. Okay, at the end of my turn, I see if I need to refill the event cards, which I don't, and I'm ready to pass the turn to the Chaos player. Okay, it's been a bit slow the first turn, just to be a bit more explaining what everything does, but we're going to move faster. Right, how Solo moves and works. Basically, the first thing that he does is he places his, when he starts the game, the first time he does, in his first turn, he takes the top event card from the event deck and studies it. Okay, and places it on the matching spot. So this goes here. This is an intelligence card, and studies the card and goes there. Okay, which is a good card for him. Okay, so you take the top event card from the deck and study it and place it face up on the respective slot of the Chaos Automa board. So the next thing that he does during his specifically just first turn is he places his Chaos Child figure in the middle space of the bottom row of the space-time grid, which is this one here. Okay, so he goes there. And then he moves to his normal turn. Now, how you choose Chaos Minefield, determining which Minefield Chaos places its action marker on, because he's going to take his action marker and either place it here, 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 or here. Okay, but where? We follow the 4 steps that are included on the solo card, which is here. Okay, to have it on the side. So first, the first thing that you do is you start from the top, the first option, and if it fulfills the condition, then this is your selection. If not, you move to the second one, and so on. And of course, the same rules applies. He cannot stay in the same one. So if he's on memory, he cannot do memory again. Okay, same like the human players. So first, we check the intelligence. If Chaos has 1 or fewer mission cards in its card holder, it has 2 at the moment, he plays intelligence. So that means he goes and plays on intelligence here to gain mission cards. In this case, he doesn't have 1 or fewer. Okay, so the second option is memory. If Chaos has 4 or fewer time tokens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he doesn't have, he would go on memory and gain time tokens. Okay, he doesn't have, so he starts also with the same resources like ourselves. Then, if Chaos has 1 or more mission cards in its card holder, you place it, which he does, you place your action token on its perception. Here. Okay? And execute perception. So, for the first time that we do the different a category for the Automa, we're going to just be a bit more slow to explain everything, but then it's going to be faster. So, how perception works. When Chaos places its action marker on its perception, it performs all of its move actions, then all of its play event adult actions, and finally its complete mission actions. Okay? So, let's check first the movement. When moving its adult figure, Chaos must always place it in a valid space following the normal move action rules. The space cannot contain his Chaos child figure or another adult figure, like before. The space follows the rules of the side effects if you're playing with this module. And there is this simple routine that you do. You first find a column in the space grid where both of the following are true. First, exactly 2 of the topmost event cards are of the same color. This would be 2 yellow, okay? This is not the same, blue and blue, or 2 blue. So this one is eligible so far, and this is eligible so far. And the other space, that the column there, where the topmost event is of a different color, is a valid space for Chaos. So if you are selecting this one, this is not a valid space because he cannot come here. You cannot have 2 adults on the same spot. Okay, so this is not valid as for the second option. But here he can come because we have 2 blue. It is a valid spot for him, and he's trying to make it so that he converts the whole column in the same color. Okay, that's what he does. He doesn't try to perform the pattern like us. He's trying to or she is trying to perform, in this case, she's trying to convert in the same color so she completes the mission. Okay, if there is more than 1 valid column, we determine Chaos active direction. How? We just draw 1 event card, see what the type of it is, and then if it is a green card, it's towards this side. If it is a social card, purple, it's towards this side, and so on. We draw 1 card and then just see the color, the icon, the type, and then we discard it to see priority. If there is no valid column, we determine Chaos active direction token in the space next to the direction token. If that space is not valid, then we go clockwise. So we just draw 1 card and we go here. And he just draws 1 card and places it on top of the spot, even if it's not matching the previous criteria for having 2 in the column. Okay, but this is just if he couldn't find a valid column. Right, so he moved. Then he does the second portion, which is plain event. If Chaos adult figure is a column on the space-time grid where at least 2 of the most event cards of the same color, we check the upcoming events. So he doesn't have a card of events. That's the difference, okay? The human player has a card of events. The Chaos Automa player does not have a card of events. He's using the upcoming cards. So, so what he does is he checks the upcoming events to see if there is the color that he's missing. In this case, he was looking for blue. Okay? If the so he's looking for the same color to convert the whole column in the color that he's trying to make it, in this case blue. So if the Chaos adult figure is in a column of the space-time grid where at least 2 of the topmost event cards are of the same color, in this case blue, you check the upcoming events for another card of the same color, okay, and place it in the spot so that you convert the whole column in the same color. If there are more than 1 upcoming events, you just determine which one to get with the priority direction token. Draw a card, see if it's on the left, you go to the left card. If there were 2, I mean, if it's towards the right, you go to the right one as a selection. In any other case, the topmost event card in the column are, if they're all different, or there are no upcoming event cards in the required color, instead you draw the top event card and place it at the space which Chaos adult figure sits. First of all, just to mention, he will not sit here, he will go here, okay, here. So we have 2 blue colors, so he's going here, because he's trying to convert this to blue. There is no blue to draw for the upcoming, so he draws 1 randomly. And thankfully for me, it's social purple, okay. Then Chaos completes mission cards. If he had all of the column in the same color, he would complete it, and then from those he would complete the higher value one. It doesn't matter the pattern, okay, and gain points from there separate afterwards normally. Okay, that's how you complete it. If there is no valid column, Chaos spends a void token to complete a mission card. Do not place a ban token in this case, because in the previous case we would place a ban token. If he would draw a blue card, we would place a ban token here. So as long as this is blue, he cannot go again in this column until it changes from being purely blue to having other colors as well. Okay. So if there is no valid column, in which in this case there was not, Chaos spends a void token if he has. He starts with one, so he can spend it to complete a mission card. Okay, so we do not place a ban token in this case, but if he didn't have still a void token, it does not complete a mission card. Instead, it gains a void token and completes an objective card in the way that he does it. Okay, he would complete objective cards. So he spends the void token and he completes one mission card and no ban there. Which card he completes? I mean, they're both easy, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so we just select one. The pattern does not matter. So he completes the cards in the specific way. So he chooses the highest difficulty. If it has a medium, he will complete the medium before the hard. Okay, so he just has the more points awarded more than the less points awarded. So he completes one. They're both easy. We start with 2 easy the game. So we take one, we place it face up, same like with a human player. He pays the number of time tokens needed. Okay, so he needs to pay 2 to complete it. Okay, and then he takes a fragment and places it on the chaos track on the board, following this on his slots, following this priority. So if it was this icon, it would go first. There is no icon here. There is none of the icons, just to make it faster. Okay, so he just places it here because this is the last one, the prosperity point. Okay, so this is the priority of selection to a valid spot on a card. If there were no cards like that, if it was like that, he would go to the leftmost. Okay, right. Okay, so he has completed the turn, and we move to the next, to me again. And that's how the game goes. Okay, so very, very straightforward. Right, so I need other 2 purple. No, I cannot do that now. So I'm opting to play a card. Okay, and for me to play a card for the event, I need to learn a card, I need to go and do the focus. So let's do that. Let's play the focus. So I'm playing this card here for the focus. Okay, this can give me the opportunity to, but I don't like it, to be honest. It's not that great, but still it can give me points. No. I was going to play this because it will give me the opportunity to gain, I can draw a card also, yeah, to draw cards, and also gain time tokens and or, which I have few, I don't have 3. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm playing this. Okay, I have no fragments there, so nothing is activated and there is no slots on there. So but when you place your action marker on your memory, in the future, I will be, in the next subsequent turns, I will be able to gain 1 time token. Okay, so for the moment I'm just playing a card here, so I'm performing the focus. So I'm learning a new card, a new event card. I'm doing the start event action. Okay, and that's it. Just did this one. Okay, cool. So he plays now. Again, the same priority. If the chaos has 1 or fewer chain cards on the, or mission cards, how they're called, on its mission board, you place its action marker on the intelligence, and that's what I'm going to do exactly. We go here on the intelligence, and then he performs the intelligence. Okay, let's see how he does it. So for the intelligence, the Chaos player, on their turn, they do the following. First, they place their action marker there, and then they check all of the actions on the topmost event card of the intelligence that have already reached or passed by fragment crystals. So this activates here, but this is just for the end of game. That means he already gains for this card 1 prosperity point at the end of the game, but no bonus at this stage. Okay, and then he performs either plan A or plan B. Now he has very clear priority on how he performs plan A or plan B. In this pandemia, plan A or plan B is in this dystopia is linked with the 2 tracks. Track A, the outer side, the outer track, and the inner track is track B. In this one, we're progressing and in researching the virus. In this one, we're progressing and researching the cure. So, plan A or plan B. The mind board allows Chaos player to choose between plan A or plan B. If your progress marker, as a player, is on the cure track, which is a B here, is higher than his own, he would play here. Otherwise, he would play on A. Okay, so he's selecting option A. Right. So how he executes Chaos option A. It would be similar for option B. Okay, reversing actually. So similar like us. According to the fragment crystals on his mind board, he may set aside reroll die and count stars based on how many fragments he has here, here, and here. He gets these abilities, okay, that they are all linked with the plan A or plan B execution, meaning rerolling, setting dice aside, and utilizing the stars for having a value of 2 instead of 0. Like in the multiplayer game, it's exactly the same way. So let's see how the Chaos Automa player performs the plan A. Okay, so he takes all of the dice to roll. Depending on how many fragments he has, he gains bonuses for presetting a dice to the desired result, re-rolling specific number of dice, or converting specific number of stars, which do nothing if you have 0 fragments here, to a value of 2. Okay. In this case, he has 1 fragment. That means he is in this tier, so he can convert maximum of 1 of the stars. So even if he gets 2 stars in his results, only 1 he can convert to a value of 2. What he's trying to collect, okay, he's playing option A. That means he wants to progress on the virus track. So he wants viruses, and he wants the virus icons, the yellow ones, to be more than the cure icons. Okay, so he rolls the dice. So he has 1, 2, 3 versus 3. Now that's a bad result, an unlucky result. We have 3 viruses, 2 cures, and 1 star. These are the results of the D6. Okay, so this is 3. He doesn't have any rerolls. He doesn't have any presetting any dice to specific value. So if it is 0 or less, in this case it's 0, he wanted, theoretically, that would be a great result for him, because 4 minus 2, it will give him 2, so he would progress 2 here. Okay, but unfortunately he rolled the vaccine, so he only progresses 1. If he has 0 or negative what he's going after, in this case he's going for the viruses. If he was going plan B, he was going for the cure icons. Then he has 0 or negative, he just progresses 1, so he takes his icon and goes there. Okay, by going there, he just gets he unlocks one of the missions. Okay, so he prioritizes always, Automa prioritizes always to get the mission cards from the display. We have 6 here, as you can see from the setup. The ones that have also shards on them. Okay, and there is also, this is one of the ways that how you tune the difficulty of the solo. You can have easy, medium, or a difficult level. And the way you do that is by deciding how many shards you place on the mission cards from moving from one age to the next one. Okay. Adrenaline shards, okay, which are also victory points for him. Any leftover adrenaline shards, which are temporary buffs for here, and then at the end of the turn they just go out. Okay, this is part of the common core rules. They're also victory points, so if he doesn't spend anything, he will have 6 victory points. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if there were cards with shards there, will be victory points, but this is easy, you just place 1. This is the medium, you place 2 in the respective step, and this is the hard, you place 3. And why is this hard? Because he's gaining a lot of mission cards and also gaining the victory points / adrenaline shards that are on there. Okay, so he's accumulating more victory points in that way. That's why the difficulty is fine-tuned by that at that step. Right. So at the moment there is no adrenaline cards. Okay, so he chooses the mission card with the most adrenaline crystals first. If tied, the most adrenaline crystals, or no mission has any adrenaline crystals, the one with the highest difficulty. So the one with the highest difficulty is this one, the one which has 3, because when he completes it by just making 3 blue, 3 yellow, whatever, he's going to gain 13 points. Okay, so wow. Right. Okay. Okay, so he performed the step, he gained a card, mission card from that reward. He's ahead already on the virus track, and he finishes his step, and then we go to the next turn, starting with me. So now you've seen already 2 rounds between me and the Chaos Automa player. Okay, so moving with my turn, I think I need to start prioritizing a bit on building up my mind board and installing some fragments, which I primarily get from the completion of missions. So let's see what I have that awards something relatively low. That's a good fit here. It will give me at least 2 movements, one from here and one from the shard, the fragment. But I cannot play again the focus. I either need to select any of the 3. I think it's a good opportunity to go for, let's go for the memory. I will go for the memory since I have the ability that when I place my action marker on the memory, I immediately gain 1 time token. So that's the ability of Ian Basu the Fork, okay, who is like a medic, time traveler. Right. Then I execute all the bonuses. I have none because I have no fragments there. And I get to either forgo my turn, but wait a minute, is there any point of having, can I have 2 purple and 1 blue? I have a purple. What if I move? What if I move my child figure and then play a card to have a purple? No. Do I have a blue? Yes. But then I won't, yeah, okay, so if I play this blue, I would be able to fulfill this one by using a void token. I think it's not a bad idea. But then again, I need to start getting some... Okay, let's do that. Yeah. So instead of going here from the focus, I'm going again here to the perception. And I get to move my character. So I move my character here, my adult figure. Okay. I will play one event, which allows me to, actually not this one, yeah. I will play this one for the event, which allows me to gain 2 time tokens, and all the opponents gain 1. So the Chaos player, the Automa, gains 1. Okay, right. And then I've done this because I'm going to spend also 2 time tokens to complete the mission. And then I complete 1 mission with my adult figure here, okay, which would be to go for the middle row again, do the elimination of social inequities, but we have the purple, we have the blue, the technology, and we need another purple here, which I cannot play, but I can play 1 void token to make it purple. So for this turn, that means I complete my mission, but I need to spend 2 time tokens in order. It's the time that I waste here to tweak things around so that I can correct this timeline for this mission. And this is the second mission I complete. Okay, I gain 1 fragment, which will be going here. Okay, even if it's an empty slot, because I can play with better with the plan A or plan B researching. Okay, that being said, I completed the second mission. This goes out. This is temporary. And I finish my turn. And it's time for the Automa. So, the Automa plays, and we go through his or her routine again. And that would be, first of all, we check in the specific turn that if Chaos Automa has 1 or fewer missions in this card holder, 1 or fewer missions, so he has 2, so he doesn't go for intelligence. Then the second step is if Chaos has 4 or fewer time tokens, he doesn't, so he doesn't go for memory. Then it's perception. If he has 1 or more mission cards, he goes for perception, so he goes here, and he can go here because he is allowed to move there. How does perception go? We've done it before. Okay, so first of all, he tries to move towards the column where it has 2 same color, so blue and blue. So essentially he's again here, so he doesn't move. okay? And he's trying to get a blue again from here because he to make it all blue so that he can complete the line. No, he cannot do it, so again, then what he does instead is he by the way, before, where he couldn't complete the mission, whenever the chaos cannot complete the mission, he gains a void token, which he didn't gain before. Forget to give them a gain token. And he gains one of the objective cards. And this should have been done with a random one. So this is the one towards the blue, so he gains this one. Okay? So, and this sits here, so he has one a slot complete. Okay. Right. So now he cannot complete. He draws a card to see if he can complete it. He wants a blue. That's not a blue. That's a green. Okay. Similarly, he does not complete the mission, so he gains a void token. Oh no! Wait a minute. No, before he gave. No, he didn't get this one. I forget. Sorry. Before he gave his void token to complete it. Okay, that's why he didn't get it. Now he cannot complete it. Okay, so he gains a void token, and since he couldn't complete it, he gains the objective card. Okay, so now this is what happens. In this turn, this happens. Okay, good. Because before I forgot, he had the void token, he gave it, and then he completed with the void token. Okay, cool. Not for me, but anyway. And then it's my turn. Oh no, he needs to spend the most. He needs to complete the mission. So this is the most expensive one. It costs 5 tokens, so he gives 5 tokens. 3, 4, 5, and he completes this one, which is level 3, and it will give him 13 points. Wow. Okay, and then it's gaining 1 shard, which he's placing here, trying to get to that one based on the priority. Okay, cool. Then it's my turn again. So now I'm thinking of going towards intelligence, to be honest. But I would also like to be able to play something here, and I cannot gain cards. Can I gain any good card that I can insert here if I go to memory first? Okay, that's a good one. The Totem Battery, which has a buried action. Or the... I like these cards. Okay. So I'm going to play a bit conservative. I'm going to go here. Okay. And I'm going to gain a token, time token. And instead of those, I'm going to, instead of the time tokens here, I'm going to gain 2 cards. So I'm going to take this one and that one. Okay. Right. So that's my turn done. Then it's Automat's turn, chaos player. They start again with the routine. Let me check it. If it has one of your mission cards, it has one of your mission cards. It has just one, so he goes for intelligence. So he comes here. By going here, he decides to go to plan A or B, and because he doesn't have, I'm not ahead of him, so he goes for A. Again, the same like before. He has 2 shards there, which means one of his stars can be converted to a value of 2. Wow. Wow. Okay, so these go out, counter each other. So it has a value of 2, so it moves 1, 2. Okay. Cool. That's how the automa plays the intelligence. Right. Here I'm not placing any blocking points because he completed it with the void token. Right. Okay. Cool. That means that now I'm playing, and I need definitely mission cards, and for me to get mission cards I need to play here. Okay, so I think it's not a bad idea to go and play intelligence. That means I don't activate anything, but I either do plan A or plan B, and I can set 1 die to whatever I want, and I have also 1 star counting for a value of 2 and 0 rerolls. Okay, so that means I would go for plan B. So going for the cure, I set 1 here, okay, and then I have 2, this one counters this one, and this counts as 2, so 1 and 2, 3, 3 minus 2 is a 1, okay, not big deal, but anyway, I go here and I gain 1 card. I think I'm going to go for the easy cards, to be honest. I go for this one. 2 purple and a blue. I hope the automa didn't hear me. Didn't hear me. Okay, good, good. Then I don't have anything else to do. And we go back to the chaos player. So still he has 1 or fewer mission cards, so he would go for this one, but because he's here he cannot go to the same option. That's why we need to go to the next viable option, so we check the next in this sequence. So it has 4 or fewer time tokens. He does. That means he goes for memory. And let's see what happens. He activates all this, and instead of those he never picks up cards. Okay, chooses to gain a time token from each of the dual cases, so he gains 2 time tokens. By the way, I should have spent 2 time tokens myself before I forgot. Sorry for my mission. Okay. And he gains 2 time tokens like we said before. Cool. Time tokens are really important because without them, even if you have the pattern, you cannot complete it. Okay, so it's important to plan around to having them. Right. Then it's me again. I need to start playing cards, so I would go here, I suppose. to get a plan card there, especially since I don't think there is opportunity for me to make a double purple and a blue somewhere easily. No, with only one void token. I mean, I don't have any opportunity here to go after. So I'm going to go for playing one of the cards I tried to get so far. And the first one is going to be this one, so I'm playing this card. Okay. And I finish my turn. Okay. So he would be able, my adult guy, to play, if I get one more shard, to play events 2 times. That's a good powerful bonus. End of my turn. He goes. He has 1 or fewer, so he goes. If he has 1 or fewer mission cards, the priority says, which is the first thing we check, we go for intelligence. And then he goes for plan B now, because I'm ahead of him, so he goes for plan B. Okay. And he has the opportunity to make 1 star for the green cure. He wants green results, and that's a great for me because he has for yellow. That means he just progresses 1 and grabs 1 card, which would be the highest difficulty one. Yeah, so he gets this one. Right, he cannot afford to get a 3rd one. Right. Okay, so 1 more card. The round ends, the age ends, I remind you, like with a normal game, when the number of cards left, mission cards left here, are equal to the number of players or less. In this case, if it's 2 or less, then the round ends. Okay? Good. And that's a time fold, as it's called. If after you had your turn, the number of mission cards remain in the mission display equal to or fewer than the number of players, then the time fold is triggered, and then you proceed with the time fold sequence. Okay. So 1 more card to be taken, and then we go to the first time fold. Right. Okay, so I think I'm going to go. Can I complete something? Yeah, I think I have 1 time void. I want purple, and blue. I don't have a purple, but I can get a blue. So I'm coming here. Okay, and I spend 1 adrenaline, so I can reach. Here. Okay. Which allows me to play twice. Okay. And that means I can play if I would play this one to move, no. I would play a mission. Let me check something quickly. Yeah. No, I'm not going to spend it now. Because I'm not particularly interested in doing it now, but I'm going to move here play a card, mission card. That would be this one, which allows me either myself to move or my child version figure to move. Okay. And I don't move, I think. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to move. And then I yeah, I would move here. Yeah, let's move. Let's move here. Okay. Which is part of the event. And then I trigger the mission by completing it, which is this one. Purple, purple, and blue. Okay, so this is completed, which gives me one more fragment. Which I'm going to gain. I need to pay 2 time tokens to do it, don't forget it. I place the fragment here because I want to activate also the second, playing second event option from this one. And also one more. It will give me the opportunity to be able to set 2 dice, which is good. Yeah. So this goes out. And I have no more void tokens, unfortunately. But I managed to complete the mission. And you have completed 2 or more medium difficulty. You have 12 or more adrenaline crystals. None of this is applicable for me. So it's the Chaos Automa player turn. Now, if they have 1 or fewer missions, which they don't, they would go here, which they can't because they're already there. Then the second is memory. If they have 4 or fewer, they would go here. So they go here and they grab 2 memory. Simple as that. Okay. And then it's me again. Right. So I want to grab a card for sure, so I'm coming here and I'm going to play option A, plan A, going for viruses. Okay, I can set 1 die with my 2 crystals here to whatever I want. Of course, it's going to be one of those virus icons, and I have 1 star to be counted as a value of 2. And it's okay, it's 4 minus 2, 2, so I progress 2. So boom, boom. And I grab 1 mission card, which is coming here. And automatically, by the time that this happens, if the number of mission cards are equal to the number of players or less, which are now, the age ends and you have the first time fold. Okay, so let's see what that means in practice. And let's do the steps. First of all, do I have anything else to do? I grab the card and that's it. Okay, cool. Then going to the time fold. Now the time fold is it's going to happen 1 more time when we go from the second age to the third. And now that we go from the first to the second, we follow the specific steps. First, each player takes a adult figure back. Okay, so he comes back and she comes back to him. Each player gains a fragment crystal that they immediately place on their mind board. Okay. For them, this is going to be here because they're trying to reach this one. For me, I can go wherever I want. I think I'm going to go here because it allows me to set with 3 crystals 2 dice to my desired face. Then each player moves their child figure 1 space up, so we go to the second. Okay. Each mission remains on display and gains a number of crystals. Now here's the difficulty. In easy it gains 1 crystal, in medium 2 crystals, and in difficult 3 crystals. I'm playing the easy, so each of those gains 1 crystal. Then you refill the mission display by playing mission cards from the top of the mission deck until there is a number of mission cards equal to the number of players multiplied by 3. So that means we need to reach 6. Sorry, it doesn't matter what it is. 6 missions. Okay. Level 3. This is a deck, right? So let me put it out so it doesn't put it out of sideways. And that's the third one. And we discard all upcoming events. We open 3 new events. Robotic police. These images are really nice. I mean, the art on the game is phenomenal. I really like it. And then the time fold ends and the game continues with the next player on the left taking the turn, which is the chaos player. Right, now they start the turn with the solo starts the turn with more than it has 1 or fewer. No, it has 2 mission cards, so no intelligence. Memory has 4 or fewer. No, so it's no memory. Perception, if it has 1 or more missions, it goes for the perception. So he will go to the perception because it has 1 or more missions in its card holder. Okay, right. So it's trying to complete a mission. Okay, and it goes here. She's allowed to go here. It's not in the same spot with her child figure. And he's playing 1 blue card from there. There you go. And this line, this column is blocked now because it has 3 blue cards. If at some point it doesn't have blue cards, this blocking is removed. The blocking token is only for her, for the automa, meaning she cannot come and complete mission here like before. Okay, so she's going to complete the most expensive she can complete. This is this requires 3 tokens, so she spends 3 tokens. Okay, the chaos player, and gains 1 fragment, which is going to place here. Okay, this is a plan B action. Wow, this is going to ache. It hurt because she's going to, whenever she performs the intelligence, is going to perform a plan B, extra plan B. Oh, wow, wow. Okay, that being said, she has performed the event, the chaos player, successfully completed the mission card. Okay, and by doing so, they place the fragment. Okay, and then we place the ban token. Chaos card holder is limited to holding a maximum of 3 cards. If Chaos ever takes a 4th card, it discards 1 of its lowest difficulty mission cards. It does not matter which, placing it face down to its main board. At the end of the game, it will lose points for each mission card it has discarded. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay, cool. My turn. So I need a purple, a green, and a blue, and I have 0 void tokens. But if I come here, which I am allowed to go here, I would be able to play a green card, which I have, to complete this card. But I don't have time tokens. So that makes it mandatory for me to come here. Whenever I come here, I gain 1 time token from the ability of my character. And then I also execute this. I have nothing for me to do, so I gain 2. 1 + 1, 2 time tokens. And that's me done. Then the automa, the chaos player. They go through the routine. If they have 1 or less cards, they go for intelligence. They do have 1 or less, so they go for intelligence. And they execute their intelligence, so they start by executing this one. So they make a plan B, a free plan B. Ow. Ouch. And they have 4 gems here, 4 fragments, so they can make 2 stars for the value of 2 and 2, 4. They obviously they go for this one, for A, because they're ahead here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 1, so it's 3. So sorry. So these 2 counter these 1 by 1, and she has 2 cure, but she was going for the virus because she's playing here. Okay, so she just moves 1. Okay, and that's a free. And then she goes here and she does, sorry, no, she did the B. Okay, so the B means this counter, and she has 2, so she was going for B. Yeah, B means she wants green cure, and she has 2, so she moves 2. 1, 2 here. Okay, now she goes here and she makes an A, because if she's both ahead, she just focuses on A, and then she does an A. She wants yellow, so 1 by 1 they're out, so she has 3, and this counts for 2. That gives her 5. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she gains 1 more mission card, and she has already received at least 4 points from this track for the end of the game. I don't think I'm doing well. She gains 1 of the actions. She prioritizes the ones with the gem. Okay, so she gains this one. Sorry, this goes here. It's a point for her, for the automa. And that's it. My turn. Interesting. Because now I can execute what I was initially planning for, which was to come here, and first of all I play an event. Oh, which I cannot play an event because this is a playing event with your adult, and my adult is already out, so I cannot play an event. Doesn't matter. I skip this one. But then I move, and I go here, and then I play this one, which gives me 2. The event in the middle gives me 2 time tokens, and all the other players, including the automa in this case, just 1 time token, so they have 3. Okay, and I have completed this one. Blue, green, purple. I need to pay 2 time tokens to complete it. Okay, and I gain 1 shard. Right, I will place it here. Okay, I'm starting building the memory. Yeah. Okay, then the automa. If it has 2 or 1 or fewer missions, it goes for intelligence. No. If it has less than 4, it goes for memory. Yeah, memory gains 2 memory token, 2 time tokens. I think from one point onwards, handling the automa is very, very straightforward, I would say. Yeah, very easy. I mean, it doesn't take time. You just need the play rate, which I'm looking at the moment, which says the priority. Do 1, if not do 2, then 3, then 4. Very simple. Right. Okay. Then my turn. Now my turn. I need to gain something, but maybe I can play. Something for the memory slot. I just realized this should have been here. Okay, oh my god, sorry. This was an intelligence card. Anyway, it doesn't affect anything because I never got it, okay? But based on that, I would have placed this one here, okay, not there. So nothing changed. I forgot this is an intelligent icon, and I thought it was a memory. My bad, but didn't have any impact on so far, because I didn't have any rerolls done yet, and the only thing is, instead of putting it here, I would have put it there to try to get to the berry memory card. Right, okay, so I'm playing now. I'm coming here and I'm doing a plan A or plan B. Shall I make a plan B? Plan A, go for the sure thing. Oh, sure, anyway. I have 3 fragments there, which gives me the opportunity to convert to yellow already. So I have 2 yellow, and then I roll the remaining 4. A star for me becomes 2 yellow. Okay, so 2 minus 2, these go out, so I just progress 2, which is 1 and 1, 2. Okay, obviously I went for plan A. And then it's the automaton. They don't do intelligence, they don't do memory, they go for perception. Because they have 1 or more mission cards in their card holder. What do? They go for... They cannot complete a mission there. They're not 2 of the same color, okay? If there is no valid column, meaning a column that has 2 same color cards, projects, then you will need to determine using direction token, determining the chaos active direction token approach. So how do you do that? Complete mission cards different from you. You may want to place mission cards. Okay. If the topmost event cards of any of the 3 spacetimes are the same color or does not have a band token above it, you will use it to complete a mission. If you determine a valid column, and a valid column would be one that has exactly 2 of the topmost event cards of the same color, and the other space in that column where the card is of a different color is a valid space for chaos. If there is no valid chaos, determine the chaos active direction and place its adult figure in the space next to the active direction token. So we draw a card. Sorry, this should have been like that. We draw a card which is green. That means chaos player comes here next to the green. Okay, and now he tries to perform a mission. Okay, so he tries to perform a mission, and the way he does it is he doesn't have He cannot, there's no valid column, there is no valid option, so it spends one void token, no ban token here though, in order to complete one of its missions. It just completes this one, which gives him 4 more points, and needs to spend 2 time tokens to do so. He gains a fragment, and he plays a fragment here. Okay. Right. Me. Myself, I would go for, I don't have any cards there, maybe I need to play something on the gain a card, yeah. I would go here and play one of my cards there. Okay, that's it for me. Himself, he has 1 or fewer mission cards, the Chaos player. That means he goes to gain cards. He goes here, goes for option, first he does his free option B. So he doesn't have, oh, he has, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So both of them count for green. So 2 plus 2, 4 green. So 1 green goes there. So it's like it has 2 green. And he moves 1, 2. Then he goes for his A plan from the main action. Moving on the A virus track. Okay, so goes out, he has 2. And he moves 2. Okay, me, I will go here and go again for the virus track. Option A. Wait a minute, I set up 2 already to be yellow because of the 3 fragments I have here. Oh, come on, come on. I just progressed 2. Okay, he has, he would go here, but he cannot go, so he goes for the memory to gain 2 time tokens. Right, now it's me again. I would go here, and I would gain 2 cards. Or shall I go here and play a card? Bury card. Shall I go and bury card? It'll give me points at the end. Hopefully. Yeah, I could bury this one. No, this one, sorry. No. Okay, I'm going here and I grab 2 more cards. So the cards I'm grabbing is this one and this one. Okay, and this moves here and here. Now he plays, he's going for the perception. No, he's going here because he has 1 or less. So he grabs this one. Okay, and the adrenaline crystal. Okay. Sorry, he should have already done that before, right? Wait a minute. When he came here, no, he doesn't grab it. No. Sorry, I mixed it. He goes here, but he plays in order to try to get high enough to gain the card. Okay. So he goes for plan A. First of all, he does his plan B, his free plan B. Going for green. So 3 versus 3, so he just progresses 1. Then he goes for his plan A from here. Okay, this counts for 2, so it is 1 and progresses 1. Okay, now it's me. Now I'm going to play again here. I'm trying to grab this one. And I'm going to play 1 shard here to bury a card as well. Okay. Before doing the action, I need to decide that. And 2 more, to be honest. I know it's 3 points, but I want to progress. So I start executing. First I do plan A. Okay, I set aside 1 plus 1, 2, and I roll the remaining. Oh, that's a good one. So that's 6, and I progress 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I gain 1 mission card, which would be this one. Finally, a mission card. And then I go here and make a plan B. I set aside 2 green and roll the remaining. So 2, 4, 5, 6, and this counters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Okay, and then that was my plan B here. Oh, I forgot to bury a card. Okay, I would have buried the card, this one. Okay, this would have been buried. Beneath. Okay, these count just for the points in the same way like the ones on the top. All right, and then it was a good turn, this one, and then it's his turn. So he has 1 of here, so he cannot go here, but he will go here because no, he has 5, so he's not going there. So he would go there, trying to complete the mission. Okay. So where does he move? Again, there is no 2 of the same color, so he draws a card and he goes next to the yellow. Okay, but he cannot complete something there. Sorry, here. Okay. He cannot complete the mission here because it's a blocking token. Right, so my turn. My turn would be to do what? Green, green, and purple. Green, green, and purple. Coming here, every time I come here, I just gain 1 more time from my ability, and I gain 2 cards. So the first one is going to be this one. Oh, it's a green one, okay. I don't want a second green one. And the second one is going to be time token. Or a card. A card. Yeah, it's a purple. Cool. Right. Then he plays. He has one or fewer mission cards. That means he goes for the first, which is intelligence, the second, which is intelligence, which is bad for me. It's the worst spot. So he goes first for a B, going for green. Wow, wow. Okay, so that's out, and that's 3 plus 2, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he gains one card. He gains the one with the highest value, or the highest level, if there is no gems. And if they're tied, like in this place, they're on to the right. Then he goes for now plan A, because he's behind on plan A. So that's bad. So 2, and these are 4, because he has 2 stars can count for so 4, 5, 6, and he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouch. My turn. My turn. I need desperately a card. It's really high. But I think most importantly, I need to play a card. So if I come here, I would play let's play purple. These will give me perform a place and event action. Oh. Perform a place and event action, which you can do it. Place event action on a card to any space on the timer, follow the rules. Oh, that's a good one. That's exactly what I need. Okay, so I come here, right? No, before I come here, where was I? Where was I? Doesn't matter. I come here, okay? And I play this card. Oh, this is a good one. No, I don't want to play. I play this card. Okay. And, sorry, these are out. These were only temporary for the round that I played. They don't last, okay? So I forgot to remove them. On my turn that I play them, then when I finish I remove them. They are 1 temp placement. That's a use of the adrenalines, okay? So I move here. I come here and I play this card as an event, which allows me to make a place and event action, which is going to be this one here. And now I'm in a position to complete this one, which is purple, green, and green, by paying 2 time tokens. I'm able to complete it. And By doing so, I gain a shard, which I'm placing here, because I can bury cards every time I do that. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. Okay. So now he plays. He has. He goes for this one. He comes here. Yeah, I pretty much handed this to him. So he plays this one. And completes the highest value, which is this one. Wow, 13 points. Okay. Gains a shard, which goes here. Okay. And it's my turn now. My turn will be to come here to bury a card. Okay. I will bury an event. So I'm going to bury this one. This one. Okay. And then I perform a plan A. Or plan B. No, plan B, because I need to take a card. Yeah. Plan B. So, to go facing the cure. And then right. And then this counters, I move 2, 1, 2. And again, one mission card, which is this one. And this triggers the end of the second age, because there are 2 or less. Okay, so I have a time fold. Let's go and check the time fold sequence just to make it right. Okay, quickly. The first thing is each player takes their adult back. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is wrong. He cannot come here. This is not allowed. So he wouldn't be able to play this one. Wait. And he wouldn't be able to. So he would draw a card. No. And he would go next to the purple one. Here. Okay. And from there, he would try to complete one, which he couldn't complete. And instead of completing this one, okay, he would gain this one, but he cannot, if he gains an objective card, which is, he would drop this one, discard it, and keep this one. Okay, right. Okay. My turn would be it will be his turn, because I play. I'm playing now, but before I'm playing, no. Again. Wait a minute. That means before he would play, we would reset. Okay, so we would reset, and then he would play and come here and perform it. Okay, so we would reset, take our adult figures out, gain 1 fragment. Okay, and gain crystals, and then fill in with the rest of the cards. Yeah, and that would be here, like that. Okay, so this how it would be, and then we would sorry, this would have been here. Now they move here. Yeah, and now we're moving into the third age. Okay, and now he would play. He would go clock. He would go here, but he cannot. Yeah, he can be here with, and then he would gain the card. Sorry, the card. He had the card already. Right? It's me who. He got this one because he couldn't complete it, and then he picked up this one. Okay, cool. Right, okay, my turn. My turn would be to blue and green. Okay, that's not bad. Just need the green card, which I don't have, but I can get it. So I'll come here. I gain 1 time token, and I gain 1 card from here. Sorry, I wanted the green one. This green card, and no, this would have been out, removed as part of the time fault, sorry, and then we have 3 more new cards. Okay, so let's do it correctly, and from this I select 1 card. Okay, so this is the first I take. Okay, and then the second would be a close one. Okay, so these are my 2 cards. Cool, and I'm done. Then it's him. If he has 1 or less, he goes there. Okay, and he's playing first for a B plan. This one. That's good. So he just moves 1, and then he plays for an A. First of all, he sets 1. Let's do it again. Okay. 1 is set up. He has 1 shard now there, so he sets 1 to the desired value, and then he rolls the remaining ones, and he has also 1 reroll now. So these are 4. Okay, and he would reroll this one. Okay, so these 2 go out. This is like that. So it's 2 minus 1, 1. So he moves 1, gains 1 card. He gains the one with the crystal and higher value, obviously, but he cannot place it. So it is discarded. Just keeps the crystal. Okay, cool. Me. I go here, I move there. Okay. I have a free action to play, which would be this one, and I gain 2 time tokens, and everybody else gains 1. Okay. No. I will not do it at all. Why? Nope. I will skip this one and go directly to this one, which would be because I first moved. Yeah, I first moved, so I cannot play this one and that one. Okay, so I first moved, but I think I can do it with any order I want. Yeah, and then I play one, and the one I'm playing is the green one. What does this do? Let me check the cards. Don't remember what this does. Yeah, I gain a void token, and everybody else gains an adrenaline. Okay. Right, so I have performed this one, blue, blue, green, with 2 time tokens, and this goes here and gives me 1 more shard. Finally. Okay. Now I want high point cards for the intelligence to play them or bury them, but I don't have any, unfortunately. I have perception. Perception is not bad as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a good one. Yeah. So I come. This goes out obviously now because it's broken. The 3 blue, and the same goes for this one. It's broken. Okay. Right, and then I gain the shard, gain the point, I gain the card, and then it's his turn. So he has he goes for perception, and then he moves. Obviously here he cannot move because it's me, but here he can move, and he wants a green card, which he doesn't, so he takes one from there. Okay, so he cannot spend a card. He cannot fulfill it. He gains. Before he should have received 1 void token. I forgot about it because he received this one plus a void token. Yeah. So he completes it with paying the void token, and this is completed, and then he gets his 13 points from there. Wow. I think I'm going to lose. Anyway, my turn now. My turn would be to go here and play A. So I'm fixing, or with 3, I'm fixing 2, like that, and I roll the rest. Okay, this goes out, so I move 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then that was my A, and then I go here, and I go again for another A. Yeah, I set aside 2, and I roll the rest. Ooh. Okay, that's a bad one because that's 4. Do I have a reroll? No. 4 minus 3, 1. So I just move 1. Okay, bummer. Okay. Then it's his. Oh, and I bury a card. I would bury, yes, a card. Before I should have also buried a card. Yeah, you bury a card in any of the slots. Okay. So I would bury this one. Okay, and before I forgot to do it, so I'm going to bury 1 more. No, okay, it doesn't matter. Let's begin fair. Right, now his turn. He has less than that, so he goes here to gain cards. So he plays first his B. His B is setting aside 1 and rolling the rest. So these two counter those two, and this counters this one, so it's 0, so he just moves 1. Okay? And then, sorry, moves 1 here. Then he goes for his A plan. So he sets aside again 1, he rolls the rest. This counters, he has 1 reroll. Okay? So he would reroll this one. Yep. So this counters this one, and that's 3. So he moves 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Now it's me. Me. Okay. I would come here and do a focus and play the botany, I think. Or shall I go and get... Is there any way I'm reaching something to gain cards? Yeah. Yeah. Let's do the botany. Okay. Cool. Now he plays. He has 5 here, so he doesn't have a card. So he goes there, the focus. The reason he goes there is, this is the first time we see that, but let's analyze it. If he has one or fewer cards, he goes to, he was already here. He goes to the intelligence where he cannot go. If he has 4 or fewer, he goes to memory, but he has 5, so he doesn't go there. If he has 1 or more mission cards, he goes there, so he doesn't have 1 or more mission cards, so he goes to the focus. And when he goes to the focus, what does he do? When a character goes to the focus, take the top card from the event and place it face up in the indicated spot. So that would be here for him. Okay? Right? Okay, cool. Me here. So option A, go for 2 and roll the rest. So 1 by 1 and just progress 1. Jeez. Okay, so I'm going to take this one. Okay. That's blue, purple. Okay, that's horrible. Green, blue, purple. Horrible. Very bad choice for me. And anyway, I got it. So then I perform a plan. Plan A. So 2 more, then roll again. Ooh, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, not bad. Right, and then I'm done. So he plays. Now, if he has less than 1 card, he goes for the missions to gain cards. So he goes here, and he's behind, so he plays option A. So he sets aside 1 and rolls the rest, and he gains, this goes out, this is 2, he gains 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right. Let me check something. If what happens if they are tying for plan A or plan B. If your master on the cure track is ahead of chaos, he will perform plan B. Yeah, needs to be ahead. Right, okay, cool. Then it's me, right? Yes. I would go here and grab, first of all, a purple. I gain a time token, sorry, because I am using my ability, and I gain, first of all, I get this one, which is yellow. I don't want the yellow one, and the purple. Okay, cool. And this one reveals. But let me see, if I play this one there, I can set another, yeah, I can make it. I can make it. This is a fantastic card, helps me a lot. Okay, cool. I can, this is the icon that allows me to perform a place and event action. Yes, fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to make it. Right, so I'm done, and then he plays. He doesn't have a card, but he doesn't, so he goes for the option, so he goes here again, throws a card and plays a card that's here. Okay. Then it's me. I would go here. Right. So I have a free movement. Okay. Which would be the free movement to be for this guy to come here. Okay. And by going here, then he plays my child an event. Okay. Let me quickly check something. Yeah. The event I'm playing is this one, which allows me to spend a card to place another card. Well, what card? No. Sorry. I don't have the card that I'm missing. So I'm not going to do that. Wait. And I would go from here. Sorry, from here. I would go again here. Make an option A. So 2 are like that. Go for it. Yes. So that counters, and these are 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a good one because I'm also taking this one. And that means if I do that, the turn finishes. Okay, because we went to the third time fault. There are just 2 left. But I cannot complete it. Yeah, that's fine, but I'm ahead. So that's my A plan. Okay. That's my A plan. And I bury a card. I would bury. None of this makes gives me points. Yeah. Can I bury? Yeah, I bury this one, doesn't matter. Doesn't give me points. Okay. And then I perform plan A or plan B. Now I'm ahead, that means I take the 7 points and I take also 15, and he only takes 15. So I win the 7 points there. So it's just a matter of winning 3. No, and losing 2 more. So just winning 1 if I go here. Nope. I'm going to play plan B, which I will go, it's a bit risky, but anyway, let's go for it. I will go for that. Oh, horrible. So I just move 1. Okay, just gamble it and nothing happened there. So the game finishes, okay, like the normal game. Okay, when the 3rd time fold happens, which is now. When this happens, let me check it. Time fold. So the time fold ends, and if the 3rd time fold to be triggered, if this is a 3rd time fold, the child figures are on top of row. The game ends immediately. Do not resolve any time fold and proceed to final scoring. Cool. So we move to final scoring. So for final scoring, for the solo, is similar to a 2-player game. Chaos scores prosperity points from the completed missions and objectives and loses prosperity points on the discard mission cards, event cards on its main board, adrenaline crystals in his personal supply, and the pandemia dystopia. Its progress in various plan A and plan B gives them victory points. Okay, so let's see how they score, how we score. So first of all, score, let me keep the track. So score, it's the AI, and then it's me. Let me write the score so that I can keep a track. So it's Chaos, and then it's Vangelis. Right. First of all, we have the first thing that we score is the mission cards. Okay, so the mission cards award the points I have. 4 plus 4, 8, plus 8, 16, plus 8, 24. Okay, so I have 24 from the mission cards. Let's take 24. Then the Chaos player gains 13 and 13, 26. 26 plus 4, 30, 41. So he gains 41. Okay, so he's already ahead from the points of the missions. 41 versus 24 for me. Right. Then adrenaline crystals not spent. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he has 9 points, and he goes right to 15 together with the 41. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I go to 29. Next is the completed objectives. He has 5 plus 3, 8 more points, so he goes to 50 plus 8, 58. And then we have event cards on and underneath your main board. Okay, so let's see what I score for here. This one is 1 point for me because it's already there. This I don't take, so it's 1 point. And the buried card below, so gives me another 2. So it is, as we said, 1 plus 2, 3 points here. Okay? So let me start counting. So plus 3 goes to 32. Then here I have 0 points for this one, but this one gives me 1 more point. And I go to 33. And for this one, I gain 0 points. I don't have to even check the buried one because it's the same. Okay, so 0 points for this one. Right. Oh, I have one more buried, sorry. Didn't. I think this is a bit difficult to get sometimes, this prototype. Okay, there you go. Right, 1 more point, yeah, for 1 more buried card. Okay, so 1 more point there. So I am at 34 versus 58 so far. 34. Then he has 1 point for this one and 0 point for this one. So he just has 1 point. So he goes 59-34. And then the last thing is we score the Pandemia. Oh, he loses points for the 2 discarded cards. Okay. So incomplete missions neither gain or lose points, but any discarded lose points based on the level. 1 point for an easy difficulty, 2 for a medium, and 3 for a high level. So 3 plus 1, 4 points. So he loses 3 points. And he goes to 56, so 56-34. And then we score the Pandemia. Okay. Again, the point shown on the highest milestone you reached. So for me, him is 15, and for me is 15. So 15 and 15 both. So he goes 15, 66, 66, 71. And for me, I go 44, 49. Last but not least, we get the also the milestone for this one. I have 7 and he has 7 also. Okay, so 77, 56 the score. And the last thing that we do is the majority. The one who is ahead here wins the pie there. So for me, this is 7 because I'm ahead. So 7 plus 56, it's 63. And for him, he gains 10 points. Ouch. So he's 87. And the final score is I lost to the Chaos Automa on the easy level, 87 versus 63. So that makes me think I shouldn't have triggered the end game. But in any case, this is the end of the solo playthrough. I hope you enjoyed this video. Had a great time playing Restart as a solo. I'm looking forward to play it again and try different things to see how to beat it and also try different levels. So many thanks for watching.